Today on the channel from McFarlane Toys, Todd from the couch and I unbox the deluxe mega fig of the Justice Buster.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse unboxing and review. And today from Batman's Endgame, we got the Justice Buster. But for all your Justice Buster needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get the deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, for Todd on the couch, let's do it for Todd. It's the Justice Buster. And I've had my eyes on this one for quite a few months. Been waiting for a clearance event of a lifetime, and one finally jumped in for me, so I did jump in and pick this bad boy up. We call this one a shelf killer in the game. It is a big figure, but not super heavy. Fairly light, I will say that about this one here. But a very interesting, of course, mecha suit going on. Justice Buster, DC Multiverse down there. Ages 12 and up, you 11-year-olds, you know what to do. There's the door, get on out. That's what I'm saying right here. DC Multiverse. Not a lot going on. Batman Endgame, Justice Buster. Nothing too fun over there. And then a little artwork on the back, looking pretty good. I'm here for that. And let's get him out of the package, though. Let's see what all the fuss is about. What do you think? Any fuss, Todd? Oh, really? Todd says bustin' makes him feel good. I think you stole that from the Ghostbusters. I think you did, Todd. He says no, he invented it. He just never copyrighted it. Well, I guess. See you later. Goodbye. Three-pointer like a young Larry Bird. Shout out to the hick from French Lick. Why wouldn't we? There it goes. Get the card out of here. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And then, of course, got the DC stand. Can I get it out? Sure I can. See you later. Oh, back like a boomerang, a dangerous boomerang. DC stand. Seen it before. Seen it again. Bow. See you later. Goodbye. Before we dive into this twist tie menace, we're going to read the back of this card here on the old Justice Buster. Project codename Fenrir. Fenrir? Sure. During the events of Endgame, the Joker infected Gotham City with a virus that turned the populace against Batman. The Justice League was among those infected. With codename Fenrir, Batman activated the Justice Buster to neutralize each member of the Justice League. The Justice Buster is designed for war, with the most powerful heroes on the planet and equipped with the Blide Avails, hyperfast servers, frictionless fluid cannons, powdered magnesium carbonate foam, electromagnetic nerve tree, citrine neuralizer, red giant knuckles, and plasma shields. Don't forget the plasma shields. That's what I always do say. And of course, we remember this from the Endgame there, him fighting the whole Justice League. Hence the Justice Buster. There he is, Plastic Prison. Time for the twist tie menace to commence. We got twist ties all over the legs, the arms, probably the waist too. Maybe not, actually. Let's see. No, of course, got a big one around the waist. Almost impossible to get through, though. Todd just likes to make challenging things. That's what he does. He's a guy that likes to challenge, especially from the couch. That's where he gets some of his biggest challenges. And, of course, the Justice Buster, a big one here. And let's talk about the elephant in the room here. Is this no more different than, of course, Tony Stark and his Hulk Buster Iron Man suit? Kind of reminds me of that. I don't know about you guys, but it definitely does for me. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Twist ties everywhere. Maybe we better pull these out before the carpet monster gets all of them, of course. And you guys do know I'm saving these twist ties at the very end of the year, Todd. Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get a kiddie pool full of twist ties, and I'm going to go swimming in it. See you later. Like a young Scrooge McDuck, that's what I'm going to do. So stay tuned for that in the back half of 2024. Should be an exciting time, I am sure. But the Justice Buster is an interesting one. Of course, we remember that event there. I think Superman finally busted his way through, and that's where Batman had the kryptonite gum. Yeah, you heard it here first. Kryptonite gum, and he spit it in Superman's face. Ugh, vile. Just vile. Batman, dirty pool. But boy, oh boy, I talked about this being light. This is extremely light. This is like hollow plastic. I mean, it almost feels like there's nothing inside here. It's just cheap plastic on the outside. Yeah, I said it, Todd. Cheap plastic on the outside. Obviously, it would cost a fortune if they made this super heavy plastic. I don't know, but this is very, very light and flimsy plastic on this one. Absolutely wild, especially when you think of some of the other deluxe figures from McFarlane, like that Violator figure from a couple years ago. That is a heck of a heavy figure. The Far Cry, this would be about 3 of these to equal one of those Violators. That's how light this is. But it's an interesting thing. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Tony Stark and the Hulkbuster armor, a lot like that. You got the big head, a little bit of a flat head on this one. You got 2 little toppers, antenna toppers, lack of a better term. You got 2 blue eyes that look pretty good. Of course, the Batman insignia on there around the front. You gotta always say, well, it's Batman in there. That's what you know, because he puts his insignia on everything. Got some shoulder guards up at the top. You got very iron mechanical body throughout. I mean, it is just mechanical iron body. You got more Batman logos in there. You got some ratchet joints going on, some heavy-duty ratchet joints. You got some thrusters in the back in case you need to fly up in the air or something like that along the way. He does got a spot down here. I don't know if you really need a stand for a guy like this. I mean, he stands pretty good on his own, but I guess it's nice of Todd to throw in one of these for us. You never know. Of course, I did have one that broke on me, so I guess I could replace it with this one. Who knows what I'll end up doing here, but articulation, you get up and down on the head, side to side, decent amount of movement out of this little pan-like head. Arms, listen to that. That's some serious ratcheting right there. The shoulder guards do not get out of the way, so you're not going to be able to move around too much there. You do get a single jointed elbow, no side to side, anything like that. No movement on the hands. Would have been nice to have some finger movements, but none of that. Just locked in a fist position, which is all right. I'm here for an iron fist through somebody, like a young Motorhead. Just got a bat belt going on, but you do get the waist at the middle. You do get some splits, some decent splits out of this guy if you need them. No thigh cut, anything like that. You do get a single jointed knee. A little bit of side to side there, and then anything out of these feet? Not really anything out of these feet. Just kind of is what it is. A big, brooding, hulking beast for your shelf, I guess is what this one is. He is big, but he is not heavy. That is the big surprise on this one. I thought for sure he would have a little bit more weight to him. He does not, so he is kind of what he is, I guess, this old Justice Buster here. But it looks good for what it is. A little extra paint would have helped, maybe a little bit more articulation, but it is a big figure, and let's be honest, it's a one-and-done mold here. Todd, you're not making a repaint of this? Oh, he said stay tuned. Oh, dangerous. He's going to give us a Jokerized version of this, I think, in the future. Maybe a sketch edition, or dare I say a glow-in-the-dark? Glow-in-the-dark? Maybe. He says maybe to all those, so we'll see. We might get the most out of our molds after all with this one. But he's big, he's bad. Not quite nationwide, though, like a ZZ Top. I did grab the Hulkbuster, but I figured since it scales better, I grabbed the Marvel Select version. Of course, Marvel Select and the DC McFarlane figures kind of fit in the same universe, kind of the same scaling, and you can see that size difference. Now, can't remember. I guess we never saw these two together on a page, so I don't know if this is right in scale or not. I feel like this maybe should be a hair bigger. You guys tell me in the comments here, but it really is Batman's version of Iron Man's Hulkbuster is how I view this one here. And Tony Stark, Batman, a lot of similarities between these two, as we do know. But looking good for what it is, and especially if you get it on clearance for about $20-some, that's not a bad day at the office. $40, I wasn't paying it. Maybe you would. It's up to you. You got to choose your own adventure. You vote with your wallet. That's what we always do say here. But the Justice Buster, good for what it is. For 20 and change, I will take it all day long. And twice on Sunday. But what say you? Did you pick this one up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We get videos every single day. And of course, we've got 2 YouTube channels going now. Make sure you subscribe to both of those. Don't forget about Patreon for early access to both those channel videos, plus bonus stuff, all kinds of stuff going on the Patreon every single day. Giveaways, you name it. Best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget, hot off the press, head over to Amazon. And of course, Barnes & Noble will have as well. It is the complete guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars book by yours truly. About 700 pages of content right here. A labor of love if there ever was one. So check that out if you're into that kind of thing. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Justice Buster and my old buddy Todd on the couch, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.